You know, there's that saying, yeah, everything in the kitchen sink. Well, today it's everything under the kitchen sink. Today, I'm exploring my kitchen sink's black hole and uncovering some black mold. I question all of my purchases, strategize storage options, and after a good deep clean, I decide building drawer boxes to fit the space is the best long-term solution. Pulling everything out is annoying, but it's the only way to start. And I'm just now realizing that this cabinet is operating as a Mary Poppins bag. That is a lot of stuff. But I weirdly like this part because I know that when everything goes back in, it will be a clean reset that I won't mind maintaining. And yeah, I might adjust some things as I live with it, but any little tweaks made along the way will not only improve the space, but make it feel even better to use every day. So now I'm just gonna rip up all these staples. This is my favorite tool. My dad actually gave me one of these. It was a Craftsman version and it was amazing until I broke it. Probably one of the hardest working tools that I have. And this is the first time I'm using, oh, it's replacement. Oh, these look rusted and that is not good. Oh, yippee. I'm ripping up the wood with it. Yuck. This is also such a hack job. Like, they couldn't even get a piece of vinyl that was big enough to fit the front to the back, which is what did I say? 24 inches or something. Oh, yuck. I won't even say how many years I've lived here because at this point I'm just embarrassed. You know your girl loves a project. And if you don't know, you will find out. On my tetanus shots. Jesus. This is only reminding me of the Bridesmaids where she's like, the other day I cracked a towel in half. In half. Totally repulsive. And that's been under there the whole time.
Oh my God. The whole time you would, the whole time.
There is one thing I've learned, it's take your same tape measure that you measure with a saw. So how I'm gonna do this is just subtract because my cable saw doesn't go to 34 1/4. So this is roughly 1 3/4. So I'm gonna cut 3/4 off. Push block is totally worth every penny. My first tip is to always figure out what your measurements are, any obstacles that you might have. Get them all measured and written down before you do any shopping, before you do any brainstorming, before you do anything, because that is going to determine what your options are down the line. I have these 2 pieces of underlayment. I can use these pieces to rearrange all of the different products and kind of brainstorm. But because I have face frames, I lose inches in the center face frame where the door is closed, and then obviously on the side as well. This is my face frame. Now I'm going to determine what do I have, what can I get rid of, what is the height and frequency of use of all these items. Bissell carpet cleaner. Drano is really tall and I don't use it often, so I'm not gonna put it in the front. If you use something often but you bulk buy it, decant it and relabel it. Zep cleaner, I buy a gallon jug, but I decant it into this squirt bottle. It has the little grippy handle pieces. To squirt it into my mop is super easy and handy. So height, width, and frequency of use. This is a big one that's gonna be in the front. These are taller. They'll be in the back. This is also at the front because I've used these items the most. Like I'll grab a Clorox wipe, which I used to be a vinegar Dawn girl in a spray bottle, which I still do use. That's like my multi-purpose cleaner. But ever since they changed the formula of Dawn, I don't want to talk about it. It's not done the same. I've bought and fallen in love with other cleaning products. So the fact that I have all these cleaning products is a lot, and it's enough that I had to buy a caddy. It's like you buy more things, then you have to buy more things to put your things in that you bought. I hate that, but that is where I'm at. So this is my grab it and go. I can clean anything with this. Depending on the job, I'll typically grab 3 to 4 microfiber cloths and put them in here to go with me wherever I'm going to clean. This I've never actually used, but it's antibacterial Mr. Clean. I do have my vinegar Dawn spray. This is actually something that I bought new from Dollar Tree, 12 ounces. And then I do love this. If you have an acrylic or fiberglass shower, I'm sorry, you need this. This is the Pink Stuff foam. It's not cheap, but it is the only thing that I've found to not etch. It also get my glass shower door clean, soap scum marks, you know, if you have a shampoo bottle sitting. I also have this classic glass cleaner. I just love this. And this is so expensive too. I actually just bought the dupe from Dollar Tree and I have not tried it yet, but hopefully it's the same, if not better, because this is 7 ounces and this is 17. This is $1 and this is like 5 something. I also have this brush that I use to scrub stuff. Anytime I have a dish brush that's no longer worthy of cleaning dishes, it gets downgraded to my cleaning brush. This I love too. This is from Dollar Tree. And then I also have paper towels. I have this method cleaner, which is pretty much scented water. I don't know why I bought this. This new tool, I've never seen this at Dollar Tree, but this is cool. Grout cleaner. That will go in there. Dishwasher tablets always go here, which is like right behind the face frame. A lot of these different cleaning tools I reach for a lot. It might be nice to have these on a pull-out drawer up in the air, but again, if it's on this side, that's one of the sides where I would put high stuff. Yeah, basically, I would just be able to fit slim things, but that might be nice. You might think I'm crazy, but this is really how I think about stuff. I'm gonna call that 9.5 minus 22 inches, which is my height. I'm gonna call it 10, so I'll have 12 inches left at the bottom. Okay, so that could be nice, actually. I'm gonna put this to the side. This, I hate the smell of. I'm gonna get rid of it. This I use very specifically, like clean my grill or to supplement my power washing every spring. But this could probably go somewhere else, like in the laundry room cabinet. Carpet spray, this is very important. This sometimes on thrifted stuff, but it stinks. It's not an often use. Fabric spray, it's not as good as it once was, but I do use that. An almost empty Resolve. Then I have this spray can of Resolve. Not sure why I bought this. I'm almost out of, don't know how I ended up with this, but only a little bit left. So I'm not really gonna account for this or this. It's just not something that's gonna be replenished, so it's not gonna need a space. I have a backup of my foaming Pink Stuff cleaner. It does need to be stored in here, else I will not know that I have it. Crud cutter, love this stuff. Carpet cleaning formula enhancer. I think when I first bought my carpet cleaner machine, this came with it. Let me just add it to this jug. This is a nice bottle, so I'll definitely save it and reuse it. This smells like water. Did they sell me water? Ajax I bought because I was like, oh, my mom always used to use this. She used to use soft scrub in the green squeezy bottle. I use this sometimes on my sink. I'll keep it because I might as well just use it up. Pink Stuff, I bought a backup. Rinse Aid, random assortment of liquid ant baits. Honestly, I've lived with them right here so long, I don't think they could go anywhere else. Bottle and can bag there. Goo remover I use often. This is the $1.25, $1.50 Tree brand. Stinks so horribly, like open the window before you use it, but I haven't bought the actual name brand since forever, but I do like the scraper on this. This is actually super hard to find. I remember like Googling it and couldn't really find it anywhere but Amazon, so I just said, meh. So these are, I like to have handy. And then I do have these scrubby brushes. I actually saw these at Harbor Freight the other day, especially knowing that I can't always find these at $1.25 Tree. These are $1.25 last time I bought them. I do need to unwrap these so that I actually use them, because if they stay in here, I am who I am. So on the side, bags that I probably should just put in Max's bathroom because that's where I use them. Drain sealer thing that I'll put in the tool side drawer thing. Brush, scrubby brushes. This that I hardly ever use. I don't think I would miss it if it was gone. Tools, spare tools, spare tools. That there. I'm gonna move this up. but I just wanted to test this height. Any short, slim things that are under 9 inches but kind of skinnier can go on this drawer. But I was thinking if I am gonna do the little baby drawer up here, all that space back here that I can't just reach from the front is gonna be basically unusable. Like if I build a drawer up there, I've got to build a drawer down here. I kind of want to go for it. Bottom of the sides of my drawers need to be at that mark. Was hauling the camera back and forth to the garage, which is not a huge distance because my house is not huge, but I just spared y'all. I cut this at the angle that I had marked and this at the angle and then this piece so that it could fit without hitting the whatever that is. Definitely want to make sure that you get up all this glue before it dries because it's sticky when it's wet, but boy is it just gum when it's dry. That is one thing, I mean, among the many, that's so nice about the Benjamin Moore Advanced lines, and the R lines are totally wipeable. These drawer slides are way too short for the drawer that I built. I'm basically going to hack this in the spirit of not buying anything new for this project. And I'm gonna go ahead and drill the hole for the tab, install a block between the front of the drawer, which is what typically this adjuster screws into. I'm gonna install a block between here and there so that I can screw this into that. But I have to drill this tab in first so that I know how far the drawer slide is gonna sit up. Put your toothpicks in an old Trader Joe's spice jar. Hello, baby. I want to make sure that the bottom of the drawer slide is pulled as tight this way so that then I know that those rails are pushed up against the sides and it'll operate smoothly. Pull this as far up and then out as possible, and then I know that's where it needs to be installed. The water line for the dishwasher is super long, And ideally you would just not have such a long line. This just came with the dishwasher when I bought it, and I don't know, I was a new homeowner, but I'm going to just secure this to the wall because I know that if I were just to replace the hose, the age of this valve, I know that that would just crumble, which is fine because I can turn the water main off, but I'm just not in the mood to replace a valve if I don't need to. So that's a later me problem. Do not buy this kind of valve. I don't even know if they sell it anymore, but just don't buy this. They sell quarter turn valves that are way easier to install and they don't just crumble after so many years. And 3, 2. I think I am gonna go ahead and install that other drawer slide on the top of this drawer because drawer slides come in pairs and I can't think of another application where I'll use just one drawer slide. And that way I can load the sucker up and not really feel nervous about it racking or anything. I look like one of those magic tricks where they're like, we're gonna saw him in half. And then he's like, see a chug, send a chug. As always, I'm gonna start with what I know first, which is everything in the front. Move on to the back. I am height restricted, but I've marked these 2 areas. So I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna start here, going from most used to least used. And I've got some shorties that I'll put here. In the future, I might put some sort of signifier here to know where my shorties need to go. For now, I'm just gonna put a couple things that I need to be able to see so I don't repurchase. And then the tools that I don't use super frequently, but are kind of size restrictive. Less used brushes. Disposable gloves in a cute little container on the top so they're easy to grab. Do not get these, they're so thin. Now it's time for the nitty gritty, which is making some sort of barrier between that valve and this weight that goes up and down. Okay, I've created out of cardboard and painted quickly with 1 coat of paint, a makeshift barrier that will go in the back of the cabinet and hopefully stop the faucet weight from hitting the valves and everything else that protrudes. It's tucked into the drawer slide back there. That seems to be working best. So I'll leave that for now until I can come up with a better solution. Now that the disposal is plugged back in, I'm ready to put everything back in the cabinet. The less frequently used items, which happen to be in large containers, are going to go in the back. And in the true spirit of a buy nothing makeover, I'm using the rechargeable motion sensor light that was here before. so excited with how this space turned out. I know that it's just under the kitchen sink, but it is a space that I use daily. So to have it totally made over now, it's the perfect space. It feels just so fresh and so nice. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload. And I'll see y'all next time.